Hi guys, thanks for clicking on the video today. My name is Maria and I'm back with another video. Y'all, in today's video, I kind of want to do maybe 2 or 3 different things. I want to create an eye look, like a spring eye look. I've been sitting here, I was just sitting here swatching some of my Color Fix pigments from Decay, and I want to try out this pink and red combination here. So I'm going to do that today, and then I want to do a first impression of the Urban Decay Quickie. I think it's upside down, y'all. This is the Quickie 24-hour multi-use concealer. I got this in the mail yesterday, and I was going to wait and use it a couple of times before I do a review, because I said I was going to stop doing first impressions because I don't want to be wishy-washy, coming on camera being wishy-washy. Like, I use a product and the first time I use it, oh, I love it, but after I use it more and more, I realize I don't like it. Or if I use it on camera and I hate it, and then use it so many other times, and then all of a sudden I love it. And I know that can happen, but I typically just like to use some products off camera, gather my opinion and my thoughts, and then come on camera and talk to you guys about it. But today, I want to try out this Quickie concealer and just see what my first impressions are. Like I said, I was just sitting here and I decided to cut the camera on because I want to play in some makeup, y'all. And then we're just going to do a full face. So I guess that's three things. So yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so I added a little bit of concealer under my eyes. I went in with my Decay eye base or eyeshadow base, and I did go in with just a little bit of translucent setting powder to set that because I saw where my concealer was blending in with the eye base, and I really didn't want that to happen. And we're going to be using cream or liquid products, so I went ahead and just did a little bit of light setting with some translucent powder. So we're gonna go in with our first 2 shades from Decay Color Fix. This is the shade Bloom and the shade Valentine. I don't know why. So this is actually called Bloom. This is the red color. You would think this would be called Valentine, and I get these mixed up, but the pink one is called Valentine and the red one is called Bloom. All right, so y'all, I have this athletic jacket on, and so that's why I'm gonna keep fiddling with. I should have put on a different shirt. But anyway, all right guys, so let's go ahead and of the Bloom here. And I'm gonna be using the Sephora 19 brush just to go in and pick some of that up. And I'm just gonna go into my crease. Now this is not something that you can really blend out. You put it on and it's gonna dry. Now, you have only a couple of seconds to do this. So I'm just going back and forth in what is considered to be my crease until this dries down. And one thing I have learned about the Color Fixes is that once it dries down, you can go back over it. But I'm not going to be going back over this. I'm just going to let it ride like this. And then I'm going to take one of my blending brushes. And this is just diffusing it out just a little bit. Uh-oh. That's really just diffusing it out. Like, if I wanted this color to be just a little bit more deeper or richer, I can let this dry down and then go back on top of it with another coat. You can do that, but we're just gonna leave this like this. It's gonna come together. So next I'm gonna take Valentine. This is Valentine. And this is like a nice pink color. So we're gonna take Valentine and I put just a little bit too much. So we put just a dot of the Valentine on our easel or on our palette. And I'm gonna take the Sephora 15 brush. And I'm gonna just tap into that and just go immediately on my lid. with this and just kind of blend it out a little bit. Just blending it out. And as you can see, the more that you add to this, the more, or the brighter, the bolder, the richer, the deeper the color goes. Again, I'm just going back with this blending brush and just blending where I can. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same on this side. Y'all, I wanna apologize. I thought I was filming as I was taking the tape off of my eyes. I did do this eye off camera, but I came back on to remove the tape and I thought I was filming, but I was not. I'm so sorry. But I usually do a one and done with the Color Fix pigments, but today I decided to try to blend two of the colors together. And this is what we've come up with so far. Definitely colorful, definitely bold, but I have one more thing I want to try. So even if you have this Color Fix on, you can use these as eyeshadow primers as well. I do that. You can go on top of these with a powder eyeshadow if that's what you want to do, because again, like I said, they do operate as an eyeshadow primer if you want it to be that. Again, just smoothing out the eyelid. So I have this pink color from MAC. This color right here, this is called A Little Tamed. I think that's the name of it, A Little Tamed. I want to go in with this on the lid just a little bit, just to kind of brighten up the eye look. And I'm trying this out. I don't know if this is going to work. I've used this eyeshadow from MAC by itself and I loved it, but I want to see how it will look on top of this Color Fix. So that's what we're doing here, just trying it out. We're just gonna put it on the lid and kind of blend it out a little bit. In my mirror, I'm really loving that. It gives it just a little bit of pop. I'm gonna leave that right there. So this is the eye look so far. Again, we're doing kind of like a pink look. And yeah, so let's keep going. Yeah, I don't know why when I sit down to turn my camera on, when I first look at my viewfinder, my color is really nice. But as soon as I hit the record button, the lighting turns yellow. And I really can't understand why that happens. But anyway, we're gonna keep moving. So you can see we have our eye look on. It is not complete. But we're gonna go ahead and go with our foundation now. So I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Power Grip primer. I've already put on some skincare. I have on the Decay Moisture Repair Balm to moisturize my face. And instead of doing my whole Decay prep routine, I'm just gonna go in with this e.l.f. Power Grip because I really need to use this up. I haven't picked it up in a long while. I hate when I, buy new stuff before I use up stuff that I already have, stuff that I actually enjoy using. But so I wanted to bring this out today. And this is just a primer to hold your makeup in place for, however many hours you plan on wearing your makeup. It just grips onto the makeup and holds it in place. This one is the one with 4% niacinamide, I think, which is for hydration. It's a skincare ingredient. And this does kind of, get tacky if you let it sit for a little bit. So we're gonna let this sit for a little bit and then we'll go in with our foundation. I'm sitting here in front of my window. Again, one of the things I like to do a lot of times when I am applying my makeup is to either listen to some music, watch something on TV, or sit in front of the window and watch the activities of the neighborhood. Y'all, this nozzle on here is starting to really irk my spirit. See, it would only spit out just a little bit of product. I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay guys, I think it's about time for me to get rid of my Pat McGrath I can no longer get anything to come out. Nothing is coming out. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Okay, it's coming out. It's coming out, but it's very sporadic, and it almost makes me feel like the product is not enough product in there. I do use this foundation a lot, but if it keeps acting like that, I'm gonna have to get rid of it, because I even took the top off, but the top won't come off. Only thing that will come off is the is this top part right here. This top part is the only thing that will come off. And see, it won't come off now, of course. Oh, there it is. So just that top part will come off. That part will come off, but I can't get the top off because I really want to see how much product is down in here, because I have to go through so much trouble to get the product to come out. I'm gonna try one more time and then I'm gonna let it go. It's just little. Anyway, y'all, I hate to give up this foundation because y'all know this is my favorite. But anyway, we move on. All right, guys, so I have the foundation on. This jacket is getting on my nerves, but we're gonna go in with concealer now. So we have the Urban Decay Stay Naked Quickie 24-hour multi-purpose concealer. This is what it looks like. I have the shade 70NN, and of course, it has a little applicator on top, little really pretty purple applicator on top. We're going to try this out and see how it works. Just putting my fingers on it right now, it feels very soft. But yeah, so I can't wait to try this out, y'all. You know, I've been in the market for a new concealer, and I only picked this up because Sephora had it on sale 50% off. So it's regular $32. Sephora had it on sale for it's regularly $32. Sephora had it on sale for $16. So I just went ahead and picked it up because I've seen a lot of people talk about it. Some people love it, some people don't love it so much. So I just wanted to see what I thought about it. All right, so this concealer is full coverage. It is long wearing, it is hydrating, it has vitamin E in it for hydration. It comes in 24 shades. And so let's go ahead and just dig into it and see what we can do. So that is what the applicator looks like. Just your standard applicator, doe foot applicator. It has a very, to me, a chemical-y smell. There's no perfume or fragrance in it. It just smells like makeup. And I'm reading this from the Sephora website. This multi-purpose concealer and color corrector minimizes the look of under eye dark circles, acne, blemishes, hyperpigmentation, discoloration, and redness. It gives skin a natural matte finish, while the waterproof, moisturizing, and lightweight concealer offers one swipe full coverage without fading or flaking. So I've been, thinking about getting a color corrector because even though sometimes I use a full coverage concealer, it may just be the way I'm applying it. Sometimes I can still see my dark circles kind of peeking through just a little bit. I don't know if I'm not using enough full coverage concealer or I'm not blending properly. I don't know. But I do have a color corrector in my cart on Sephora's website, but I just wanted to try this one first and see what we can do. So it says one swipe, so I'm just gonna swipe. We're just gonna swipe. I will say this color 70NN looks a lot brighter than it does on the website. I thought I was getting something that was a little bit closer to my complexion, but it's okay. We're gonna use it anyway. So I put the top back on and we're gonna use the applicator to see how this blends out. So far, this little, I don't know, sponge thing is soft. I saw a lot of people saying that they didn't like the sponge. They thought it was too prickly. They didn't like the way it felt, but this is really soft. I'm gonna go in on the other side, same way. We're just gonna swipe. But this time I'm not gonna use this little sponge thing. I'm gonna be using my Sephora. This is the Sephora, I think this is the Sephora 400 brush. And we're gonna go ahead and just blend using this. So this is how I typically blend out my concealer. And I can tell you right off the bat, I prefer the way it blends out with the brush than how it blends out using that sponge. All right, so we have the concealer blended out. Again, this is a little bit lighter than what I was expecting. I'm not mad at it as far as using this as a highlighter shade, but I really would like to have one that is the color of my complexion. But we're gonna keep moving, and I'm gonna put my contour on, and then we'll start setting with powder. e.l.f. Halo Glow Contour Wand in the shade Tan Deep. Okay, I feel like I messed up my nose contour by putting a little bit too much product. So I added just a little bit more of the Stay Naked concealer, and I'm gonna blend that out now and see if we can make our nose look like a normal person. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and start powdering now, and I've been sitting with this concealer on my face for a little bit because I didn't go, right in. I'm doing this in sections. So I've had the concealer on for about 10 to 15 minutes, and I can honestly say that without powdering or anything, it still looks good. It's not creasing. It looks really good. So I'm gonna go in right now with my Sephora translucent setting powder and just set the concealer. I had a little bit more powder on here than I really wanted to have. That's okay. All right, so far it's looking pretty good. So now I'm gonna go in with my Cloud Bake setting powder and just set the rest of my face. Now I am going to just do just a little bit of baking under the eye. Just because, I don't know, that's what I like to do. So just a little bit of baking, because y'all know I love this Huda Beauty Cloud Bake Easy Bake setting powder. I love this color yellow, this color Cunifer, love it. And I just feel like even when I try to, delete this step out of my makeup process, I go back because I just love this color so much. All right, so while this is sitting and baking, I'm gonna go in with my One Size Bronze Trio. And y'all, I have this brush from e.l.f. This brush was $3 and it feels like a $3 brush, but I'm gonna use it today because my other brushes are dirty. But we're gonna go back in and just kind of go over the contour. And then we're gonna add just a little bit of bronzer with this Sephora 80 brush. Just to give some warmth to the face, but I don't want to get rid of my contour right there because I really do like that. Now I'm gonna go in and just wipe off. And this time I'm not putting any more powder on my powder brush. This is the Sephora 50. I'm just going in and wiping this off. I forgot to do the nose, so I'm going in with my Sephora nose contour. This is not Sephora, this is the e.l.f. nose contour brush. I feel like my nose contour is very strong, but what do you guys think? Is the nose contour a little bit too strong? You know what I wish I had done? I wish I had used the Color Fix for my blush today. I did not do that. So now we're gonna have to go in with powder blush because I'm not trying to put that powder on top of, I'm not trying to put the cream product on top of all this powder. So let's just go in with a powder blush. I don't know why every time I click on the record button, the color changes. But I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear blush. This is the shade Legendary Berry. And I'm gonna be going on top of this with the Dior Rosy Glow Backstage. This combination, y'all, has been a favorite of mine. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I like this blush, and I like the fact that it has a mirror. I just wish the mirror was on the, on the flip side when you open the container, because the mirror is on the bottom. So you have to flip back and forth to get to the product. And I don't like that. See, look, the mirror needs to be here and not flipped up. But anyway, anytime I feel like I've gone too heavy on the blush, I just go back with a naked powder brush and just kind of diffuse it out just a little bit before we add more blush. And now I'm gonna go in with my Dior. See, it has the mirror on the top of it. Although it's not the best mirror, but at least I can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay guys, so I added a little bit of eyeliner. I did the tight line thing, and then I did black eyeliner, and then I put black eyeliner into my waterline. Now I'm going to go ahead and set my face with my Milani. This is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. And what I want to do is, I guess you could say, smoke out the bottom lash line, but I'm gonna let this dry out first, and then we'll kind of try to do something with that bottom lash line. Okay guys, so I let the setting spray dry down, and now I'm gonna try to smoke out the bottom lash line. Y'all, I couldn't find my smudger brush, so I'm gonna use this flat brush. This is an Amazon brush, and I put 2 little dots of the pigments here, Valentine and Bloom, and I'm just gonna kind of mix these together and diffuse it out onto my palette and see how this works, because this is a cream and it dries fast. And I really want this to be diffused out and not so harsh. I really don't have the proper brushes, but it's okay. I went too far down on this side, which I always do. Okay, so now we smoked out the bottom line just a little bit. I'm gonna go in with my mascara. I'm going in with my Chanel mascara. Y'all, I'm gonna have to get me another smudger brush because I don't like the fact that I can't find it. And without it, anytime I try to use a different brush to kind of smoke out the bottom line, I always go down too far. And I don't like that. All right, so we have on our mascara. I'm pleased with the eye look, although I do see some places where I could do a little bit more correction. But like I said, this was my first time trying to blend 2 colors of the Color Fix together. As far as the concealer, when I look in the mirror, My under eyes look pretty good. This is a full coverage concealer. It is a matte concealer, and I definitely see the mattifying aspect of the concealer. But I am gonna say one thing. I do still see, like, around in here where my eyes kind of go into that deep set. I can see that. And maybe that's just a me thing. Maybe that's just something that I just notice about myself. And yeah, I hate this jacket. I'm not gonna record in this jacket again. But anyway, when I look in the mirror and I can see where that point where my eyes start to deep set. And maybe that's something that a concealer can't fix. But overall, my under eye looks pretty good. I'm gonna come back and give y'all my final thoughts on the concealer. It looks good. I really can't say too much, anything really negative about it. I like the way it went on. I like the way it blended out, and it looks good. I just wish I got a different color, but that's a me thing. All right, guys, this is the concealer, the Urban Decay Stay Naked Quickie Concealer. This is the shade 70NN. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move on a little bit, and then we'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts on the concealer. All right, guys, so a couple of hours have passed and I still have the concealer on, and I am in natural light. I'm sitting by a window. I have no outside lights on, so this is the way that the concealer is looking after about 3 hours of wear. I'm gonna turn the light on now so you guys can see the difference. All right, so this is what the concealer is looking like under. I have a ring light on my camera. It still looks good. It still looks good, and I'm happy with the concealer overall, but what I'm not happy with is the shade that I picked. I have 70NN, which is 70 neutral. I went by the picture on Sephora, the picture that goes with each shade, and when I look at 80N seems to be too dark. So, but this is fine. I mean, I can still use this. It's a good highlight shade, and usually I go in with a concealer that's the, you know, my shade. Usually I go in with a concealer that is the color of my skin tone, and then go on top of it with a highlighting shade. But this is just, you know, just the one shade, and I do, you know, I feel like it covered my dark circles very, very well. This reminds me of my Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer. Don't mind the packaging. It broke and the top is broken. But this is what this reminds me of, and this is the shade 33.5Y. And I feel like this is a highlight shade for me, and I'm just gonna put just a little bit on the back of my hand because I feel like the Stay Naked is the same shade as this one. I feel like they're the same shade. So this is what the Sephora Best Skin Ever looks like on the back of my hand. Like I said, I use this to highlight. So that is the Stay Naked. It's not quite the same color, but it does look like it's in that same color family. Turn the lights off, and this is what the two shades look like. So the Urban Decay is darker than that 33.5Y. It is darker. So, but anyway, I was just thinking about that because I felt like, okay, this is the same shade I have in the Sephora Best Skin Ever brand, but it's not, it's a little darker, so that's a good thing. But still, my overall impressions of this concealer is that it is a good concealer, especially if you are dealing with dark circles under your eyes. As far as the applicator at the top, I did use it to blend out this side of my under eye, and I will say I don't like the concealer. I do not like the concealer. I will say I don't like the applicator. I do not like the applicator. I will not be using the applicator. I felt that the concealer blended out a little bit better with the brush, and that's how I usually blend out my concealer. I don't know why I can't. Anyway, but that's it. I just wanted to come on and show you and share with you guys my final thoughts on the Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer. So far, this is a first impression. So far. That's all I'm gonna say right now. Like I said, my biggest turnoffs is the shade. It is a matte concealer, so it does kind of dry down. And then when you put powder on top of it, that makes it, to me, a little bit extra drying. But it says it's hydrating. And I mean, my under eyes don't look dry, but I don't know. I've only had it on for 3 hours. We'll see what happens after I've had it on for a little bit longer. I am about to go out for a little bit. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be out, and if when I come back in, am I going to want to turn the camera back on. But I will be sure to let you know in the next video how this wears as far as longer than 3 hours. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I don't see any abnormal creasing or anything like that. I mean, it may be a little creasing, but that's normal. My eyes always do that no matter what concealer I wear. So, so please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. Just on your way out, just go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, or you can hit the thumbs down button if you don't like it, like the video, that's fine too. But definitely feel free to leave me a comment with, you know, what you think of this look. What do you think of the eye look? Let me close my eyes and see if there's any creasing, because like I say, the Danessa Meyers Color Fix pigments, they really do cut down on the creasing in my eye look. So I'm closing my eyes now. Y'all let me know what you see, because I can't see anything until I go ahead and edit the video. But yeah, definitely leave me a comment. Have you tried this Urban Decay Stay Naked Quickie Concealer? Let me know what you think. You know, will you be trying it? I can't wait till Urban Decay comes out with their new foundation. I've been looking at that and I want to try that one. So as soon as that comes out, I want to try the foundation with the concealer. Let's see how that works. All right. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.